Hi, this is Joe Shahada. I'm from Top Tier Capital, and Apple closed about 3% higher today. It was a big pop in Apple. And the story with Apple today was a large investor who holds 1.3 million shares was suing Apple over some preferred stock issues. You can read more about that in other places. I'm here to talk about the technicals today. But at the end of the day, Apple decided to entertain his ideas. They made an announcement, and that made the stock really pop at the end of the day. So what I have here is a chart of Apple over the Nasdaq, and the green line is Apple, the black line is Nasdaq, and this is percent change throughout the day on a 3-minute time period. So you can see as Apple moves lower, the Nasdaq moves lower. As Apple moves higher, the Nasdaq moves higher. We've had this correlation forever now. They're married, and it's because the Nasdaq is so heavily weighted in Apple, and I think that should change, but that's just me. So as soon as Apple had this big pop at the end of the day, it actually pushed the Nasdaq futures into positive territory, and they ended the day just a hair positive. So I am currently long Apple. I have Apple calls, and I'm pointing out the daily chart here to show you some significant headwinds we could face in the future if you're either long or heck if you're short for that matter. So we've been in this gigantic downtrend channel here, and this could be we're approaching the top of the channel again, and we've tested it twice, and this could be some serious trouble moving forward if you're long. So I mentioned yesterday that if we pop out of the this sideways channel that we've been in, and we can close above the highs of yesterday, then we have definitively broken out of the channel, and that's exactly what happened today. So we're no longer in this sideways channel, but we're going straight to this top channel, which is going to be, could be at least, significant resistance. And also, the top of this sideways channel is going to turn out to be support in the future, and if we come back down, this whole area could be very congested moving forward. So we'll have to see what happens, but we can say that now that we're definitively out of the sideways channel, of course, unless something dramatic happens. But a couple reasons I went long was I noticed the RSI was overblown. It had popped under 30 twice, and I usually like to enter the second time. And also, we have this 200-day moving average. That's the brown line here. It is 20% or more off of the price still, so it's very, very oversold, even still. So that's Apple daily. And let's move on to intraday ES, which is the S&P 500 futures. And what I have here is RSI on the bottom, and on top is the VWAP. And as you can see right off the bat, we get massively oversold in the RSI. But when we finally do bounce off, we hit this standard deviation line, this lower line of the VWAP, and we kind of bounce around there until about midday when we hit the white line, which is the VWAP line itself. Today was a very much VWAP line day, and when we hit the VWAP here and we finally broke out of the top, we hit the upper line, and we went back down to the middle line and back up to the upper line, and we closed the day chopping around that middle line. And we actually hit overbought on the RSI too as soon as we hit that top line. So it was a big trend trading type of day. It was a great trading day for those scalpers or day traders out there. So let's have a look at NQ real fast. I got to point out a few daily things, a few daily charts, and then we'll be done. We got the daily charts are all still in their trend channels. This is the Nasdaq with its ridiculous sideways channel. It closed pretty much, did the exact same thing it did yesterday today, and I've still been wanting it to pop out of that channel, but we'll have to see what happens, or just in any direction. I don't even care at this point. Do something. So that's the Nasdaq. Let's look at YM, which is the Dow Futures. We see that pushing higher and still clearly in its channel. Trend is still up. And what else we got? We got the Russell 2000. Trend is still higher. We're still in that channel. As long as we're still in these channels, we have to assume that the market's going to go higher. That's the mantra. If we're still in the channel, we're still going higher until otherwise. The trend is on. So I wanted to point out intermarket analysis. This is oil, and oil was in this trend channel as well. However, today we closed below that trend channel. That doesn't mean we broke out of the channel. We have to open below and close below to be definitively out of that channel. But right now we close below it, and it looks like we just got one more down day, and we're out of this channel. And if you kind of want to get your cues from other markets, if oil can break out of its channel and go lower, maybe it can drag the other markets with it. And I want to put on another thing too. I got the CCI here on the bottom. This is an indicator a lot of people use on oil. It's in a divergence with oil itself. It's going down while oil was trending up, and so you can clearly see oil could be heading lower in the future. But we'll have to see what happens there. We'll be right on that tomorrow and let you know what happens. But yeah, that's all the analysis we have for today. Again, my name is Joe Shahada. I'm with Top Tier Capital. You can check us out at toptiercapital.com. We have updates all throughout the day, all throughout the week. And yeah, I guess happy trading and good luck out there.